In today's Urbandoned video, we are exploring in one of the most scenic locations we have ever visited. The building in question is an abandoned seaside hotel in Ireland, dating back to the 1970s. It overlooks the western coast of the country, towering above residential areas surrounding it. As for the inside, the brutal weather of its position has caused extensive deterioration, mixing beautifully with how it was left untouched. We find scenes of nature reclaiming its property across the whole site. Join us as we head within the hotel to discover what remains. Remember to click subscribe and press the notification bell to never miss a video. Our last question that we asked was, should we show new locations we find, even if they aren't special? We had many interesting responses, but have selected this one from Sandra, who suggests we make a compilation style video featuring buildings that haven't been showcased prior. This might be something we look into because it would make for interesting content when the buildings are grouped up together. This time we are asking, what do you think has a more impactful closure and why? Leisure facilities or industry? Let us know in the comments to possibly feature in our next upload. Perched atop some cliffs, the neglected hotel has been an iconic site for locals over the last 50 years. It would have brought tourists from around the world to the rural location and business to nearby restaurants and attractions. However, its time has come to a conclusion, with a new fence halting some entry into its vacant interior, signs of dilapidation on its walls, and once admiring passerbys now keeping an eye on it for intruders. The pleasure aspect of the building is no more. Thankfully for us, after a long drive to somewhere we believed we couldn't miss, accessing the structure was very simple, and we were into its dark rear quickly.
Gym there, which means this could be the pool. Yeah, it is. Wow, it's big. Way bigger than I expected.
So much junk been thrown into it.
Yeah.
The resort's heated pool was one of many leisure facilities on site, also including a small gym, sauna and beauty salon. There's a jacuzzi nestled in the corner and a sauna in the room next to it. Passing the lone gym machine left behind, we wanted to stop using our torches in this mostly non-boarded abandonment, so we hunted for light down the corridor. There's a dance hall.
Very heavily vandalised.
Yeah, this place is going to be trashed, but I'm hoping we can look past it and focus on the decay.
It's definitely the best part to it.
There's a big disco ball hanging up above the bar. Until the year 2021, when we explored the Seaside premises, it had stayed off the radar from the majority of Irish urban explorers in great condition. Social media had recently brought newspaper attention onto it, which made us wonder whether we were too late to see the hotel in all its glory. The view from this hotel is unreal. It's the definition of a seaside hotel. Look at this. Definitely going to spend some time on the beach after. Despite only being inside momentarily, signs of natural decay were already prominent. The few ferns developing on the carpeted floor would be minimal compared to what we would find as we headed into the back rooms.
Heading out the back of the bar and into the kitchens. The natural decay in here is even more noticeable. Such a contrast, the green colour with the white tiles. Not a lot left, unfortunately. As we say, it's just the decay that makes it all worth it.
It's very apparent that the entire complex wasn't watertight upon closure. The vibrant green colouring caused by leaks from above, all the spare linens and tools had been ruined by the overwhelming mass of water, leaving them soggy and moulding. This crate's filled with glass bottles. I think this is just a storage area for products that would be sold at the bars around the hotel. Look at this picture frame, so ornate. I think these are bedrooms. It's very trashed. People have busted through the doors to get in and steal the valuables. And they've left nothing. Oh, maybe not. Here's a better one anyway. Gives you an example. 2 beds, all the standard stuff you see in hotels. The bedrooms always start to get boring when you're exploring in a hotel.
Another bar area, this time a tapas bar, but unfortunately it's quite graft. Bet it would have been nice though when it was open. Bit of a smaller area with a great view.
Look at the decay. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Multiple chandeliers coming down. That ceiling's really nice as well, the way it curves. In the second floor's restaurants and bars, directly above the mossy back rooms, we started to notice a pattern. Later we would see that the third level repeated suit. The penetrating dampness was causing these apocalyptic scenes of green in the spaces, inevitably causing collapses in the future when the weight of the upper floors gets too much. So many glasses around this bar, some of them have sunk into the foliage. Moss growing on the counter. This place is really good. There are rows and rows of chandeliers and even more deterioration. In some cases the tables are set up too, giving it that untouched status. It's really nice here. Must have been some sort of restaurant. It's got the curved booths. The 32-bedroomed holiday resort was constructed in the 1970s, but then extended in the next couple decades. It contained a restaurant, bar, conference and function room, as well as the leisure facilities mentioned earlier, once very popular due to its views of the bay and isolated location. Sadly, it was placed up for auction for just over €500,000 5 years ago. We are unsure why this occurred, but it might relate to low tourism in the area, as well as the property steadily becoming structurally unsafe.
You can see here how the decay, or the moss growth at least, just completely stops. The roof gets less overgrown as well. The tables are in relatively good condition compared to the rest. It's a bit strange how it just completely changes.
I really like this wooden bar. I didn't really pay much attention to it as I came in, but the wooden carved details are really nice. It's a pity that there's no drinks on the shelves. That'd be quite a cool shot, but it's just bare.
Here's the kitchen. It's really big and a lot of vandalism has occurred. Having considered that though, there's still quite a few pots, cups and plates that are still intact.
Oh, so much broken glass. Not sure what this little area is. Oh, this is probably the main entrance. Yeah, and this is reception. A lot of papers on the floor and bingo cards actually. Seems like they must have played bingo probably in one of the bars. Yeah, pretty standard reception. You can see the devastating effect of thieves scouring through the reception for anything valuable and not tidying up after themselves. Papers were left everywhere and cupboards were wide open, emptied out.
We originally assumed that it was 2011 when this place closed, but this confirms otherwise.
So many papers. See a lot of invoices and receipts from the hotel. Heading up to the top floor now. I believe these spaces are mostly going to occupy bedrooms. I feel like they're going to be in better condition than the couple I saw downstairs. Don't know what's happened to that wardrobe. This is a bit different though. You've got your bedroom and then you have a lounge as well. And a toilet with a bath. Finally, we began to see some of the untouched bedrooms we had been hoping for. Wandering the highest level, we were intrigued to see how much one could appear as if it was still in use. However, we soon came across the total opposite.
Oh my god. I've never seen this much decay in a room ever.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
It's like a jungle.
It really is.
Same in this one as well. Oh my god. The paintings hung up and the TV. That is mental. Some of the best decay I've ever seen. To notice that the amazing thing about this room and the others is that these ones are completely untouched in terms of the items. They're all where they're supposed to be. The TV remote is by the side, the iron's behind the chair, the hairdryer's in place, the phone's on the desk, all that stuff. And when you mix that with extreme decay everywhere in the room, it creates this, and it's unbelievable. We aren't lying when we say this is some of the most stunning deterioration we have ever seen. It was incredible to see rooms in time capsule states growing forest-like plants. Comparing the decaying regions with photographs of their past look shows how little their furniture has changed, but signifies the amount of overgrowth that has progressed, driven by the consistent water intrusion. Disregarding the idealistic view of the sea out the window that our cameras failed to pick up in these clips, these bedrooms were very picturesque, and we could have captured details inside them for a lot longer than we did. Here's an example of one that is also untouched, but there's nowhere near as much decay. We were talking about it, and we think the reason is because it's the opposite side to the sea. Those rooms, when you go in, it's like a greenhouse, it's so hot, and this one's relatively cool, and I think that definitely has an effect on the foliage growth. Here's a little staff storage room where they'd keep all the mattresses, duvets, and cleaning trolleys. I take it back with what I said earlier about hotel rooms being samey and boring. These ones are really cool, definitely its best feature. As you can see though, they are all exactly the same in layout. Oh my god, here's another one with loads of foliage. But yeah, everything's in the same place in every room, so it's like looking for one with the better decay, which is such a strange thing to do. As we had completed the exploration of the whole resort, we decided to finish our walkthrough with a moment's reflection on the balcony where visitors used to enjoy food and drink. Oh, this is pretty something. The slates I'm on are quite loose, but I'll trade that for the view. It's such a nice location, and it is a tragedy that it's shut. Even though there has been speculation regarding restoration work for the hotel in phases, opening new sections to the public every now and then, nothing is happening so far. The decay is damaging the half-a-century-old structure, and the effects will worsen if little is done. We think a building with such high prospects should be saved to continue bringing tourism to a rarely seen part of the country. What an immense shame it is that the building is shuttered and abandoned. Over our years of documentation of these sites, some tend to touch us, and this is definitely one of those, impacting the beautiful scenes of vacancy we saw because of how sad it is that they are like that in the first place. Here are some of our photographs we captured at the abandoned hotel. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We found this video the favourite that we filmed from our recent island trip, so we hope you like it too. See you next time.